Only fam in my section now, cause your friends don't be sticking around. I get it from my moms, 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 gotta get it from my moms, gotta get it from my moms, gotta get it from my moms.
Man, y'all know I don't preach much, man. But it's something bothering me, man. I gotta let it out. It's sad that nowadays we're driven just by, certain messed up circumstances, man. We're gonna be all right. Every day I try and beat the odds, dodging fools in the street that wanna steal and rob. All money ain't good, so I stay alone. 6 kids on my tree, I gotta make it home. The streets ain't never loved nothing that I've ever done. A black man who was forced to carry double guns. Poor rancid kids stealing, popping bubble gum. Northside Columbus, double band, I double fun. Nowadays kids can't even play double dutch. Teenagers smoking crack right out of purple Dutch. Junkies younger now, can't believe they messing up. Ain't no babies in the dirt playing with talking trucks. As the world turns daily, ain't no soap opera. This is real life where kids don't want to be doctors. I could be all wrong, but that's what I see. Only love for the strong, ain't none for the weak. I just pray for everyone to keep their head up. Things will get better if y'all just stand up. They gonna try to knock you down, just stand tough. No matter what happens, please just keep your hands up. I don't know why the streets hate us. Is it because of our skin and we're destined to win? Somebody please tell me why the streets hate us. Is it because we don't quit and we put up our fists? That's still not a reason to hate us. I don't know why the streets hate us. Somebody please tell me why the streets hate us. I don't know why the streets hate us. Somebody please tell me why the streets hate us.
Yeah, got me, Jay. Look, I know we've been talking about kicking it, no need to play, girl. You know you the shit with it, prepping your meals, got a plan and you stick with it, girl. You look good in them jeans with the rips in the time. It's like money, be careful with spinning it. I just wanna limit it, Benjamin, so I can cop you that Lexus you wish to get more than enough bread to pay your tuition with. We met on your birthday, it might have been Thursday, my first time at Niles. You got what I want, ain't no reason to stun. I've been stuck in denial. With that jack in the truck, when you jump in that truck and you chuckle and smile. I need more than some rum to forget about them buns, girl. Is you from Ohio? Don't know why I hesitated in the first place. Cooper's hoping you get off if I don't work late. Cause I'm a type of guy to show up at your workplace just to give you flowers for your workspace. It's down each. If I want it, I get it. The youngest lieutenant, turn up till I'm finished. Those couple of women that's up in my business get nothing. They frontin', you got something different there.
I need something new.
Yeah,
I need something new.
Yeah, I need it.
All these girls the same. Girl, what's up with you? I need something new. I need something new. All these girls the same. Girl, what's up with you? I need something new.
Yeah, I need it. Yeah, I need it.
I need something new.
What's up with you?
I need something new.
Yeah, I need it.
All these girls the same. Girl, what's up with you?
Yeah, real life. I need something new now. What's up with you? It might be you, you know. Shit.
What's up with you? What's up with you?
I mean, look. Me and Willie hit you on the Snapchat. I just wanna send you something you can laugh at. Doing stuff to make you blush when you first watch. It was in Shane's spot where we crash at. Always focused on the money, gotta stack that. But sometimes I gotta teach you how your day going. And even if you tell me it ain't that bad, I'ma try to make you smile, that's why I stay joking. You know this when a nigga drop a song. Type of shit that made me wanna hit you on your phone. Asking who you with it, and if you stay at home alone, then we should go out and get lunch and maybe kick it what you want. Bottle of Moscato, I can cop it when you're ready. I've been thinking about it ever since I left Miami. Ain't nobody yakking, but I'm rapping for a Grammy. Trying to show you I'm the captain, get the napkin. This Marzetti gonna be good with the shit I cook up. I'm waiting here patient, no pacing, I'm taking my time. I got wine in this age and these rhymes that I'm writing. My mind has been thinking, no lie, I can't fake it. Fake it. You got something new, please don't get too confused. I'm just speaking the truth, press repeat on this song so you don't get it wrong, girl, it's all about you.
I need something new, I need something new. All these girls the same, girl, what's up with you? I need something new, I need something new. All these girls the same, girl, what's up with you? I need something new, I need something new, I need something new. All these girls the same, girl, what's up with you?
Yeah, I need it. Yeah, I need it.
And thank you for tuning in to WTMH Radio, Spotlight of Columbus. I'm here with Capone. Hi, Capone.
What's up? I see I'm always here now.
Always here, always here. And I am the host, Patrice Morris. And I'd like to, again, thank you for tuning in. We're going to have some conversations today. The number to call for this is 614-781-0754 if you want to join in. We have another person that's going to be actually calling in today. His name is Prophecy. He is actually one of the best gospel rappers here in Columbus, Ohio. And we're actually going to be talking to him, you know, as far as the things that he's been doing, what's going forward in 2018. And of course, again, you can be a part of this. And the first thing I want to talk to Capone about today, because I said we're going to have some serious conversations today. And I know, but I didn't say
serious.
Yeah, it's serious. It's so serious conversations.
As long as it ain't about that dang on Starbucks, I guess we could go with it. So.
I'm going to leave Starbucks out of it today.
Thank you.
Just today. Yeah. Because I got something I'm going to bring you in next time. But the first thing I want to talk about that's been going rapid all over social media is our favorite person, Omarosa. Yeah, what's that look for? What's that look?
I don't even pay attention to none of that stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to
I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, so
she's always in some kind of news or somebody always talking about it. You talking about that beige girl that cut her hair off, the bald one. Who are you talking about there? Who you talking about there?
Omarosa, the person that's supposed to be our spokesperson in the White House who just got kicked
out. I think you talking about Amber Rose.
Yeah, Amber Rose. Yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm like,
no,
who?
Omarosa.
Oh yeah, I really don't get into politics. I'm like,
So let me just enlighten you on what's going on now.
All right, cool.
She was supposed to be the person that was supposed to be like our spokesperson in the White House. Of course, we all know that wasn't true.
Hey, right, I was going to say
ever been a spokesperson for any Black person ever in life.
Oh,
but
really?
anyway, no, ever. It's always been about her and what she wants. So
yeah.
Not that we all didn't know it was going to happen sooner or later, but they finally kicked her out the White House. And it wasn't, and the thing about it is, it wasn't anything that was amicable, as you want to call it. Like literally, they kicked her out. Like literally, they walked her out, and she literally walked back in, and the alarms went off, and they had to literally escort her while she's kicking, cussing, and everything else right back out of the door. Man. Yeah. So now she gets on social media and on the Today Show, I'm pretty sure it is, and starts saying that, oh, well, that didn't happen that way. It was very, to the point. We were in this room at the White House that was very, just me and this person, and and I just felt like, I've been in, doing this, being here for our Black public for this long. And, I was just seeing things that I was just not comfortable for me. So now all of a sudden she has this turnaround where she's always been a Trump. And He's just a
now
guy.
they got rid of her, so now she need
so,
our support now.
Exactly. So now it's about, okay, well, I just seen things that weren't right, and it hurt my heart, and I need to be here for my people. I don't know who her people is, but
my people. You be like, why ain't you just rocking with them?
Exactly. So now she's into the point where now she wants to say that, okay, that it's going to come out soon, as far as everything that she's seen, heard, and dealt with when she was in the White House for this past year.
Oh, so she about to tell on everything.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, it's just more of, to me, and I was listening to this, a lot of things that, that go on with the White House when it was an actual White House is a lot of people that really wanted to, to actually be civil servants.
Right.
They kept themselves in the background because that's all it was about.
Right.
Just serving their country. Now it's about, okay, I'm here, and then when it's over, I want to write a book, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, where some of the stuff is supposed to be where it's about you working to help your country, not to working to just benefit yourself.
Right.
Which we all know that's what Omarosa is about to do. We know it's going to
be everybody out, and she's the only one going to benefit from it. Basically.
Exactly, because my thing is, it's going to be really interesting to see, even if it's something juicy, if anybody's going to want to buy her book.
Besides, they'll buy it. Controversy sells. Controversy sells. And you put out anything that they think is going to be negative, it's going to be a #1 seller. And plus, it ain't that she's not a nobody, obviously, because the whole world knows who she is. So her selling 1 million copies is probably just going to be easy. Just because out of curiosity, you can be like, what is she going to say? And with all this stuff that's been going on, like, I'm going to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not?
I think it's just going to be about what we already know and what everybody has already been talking about. But
you never know.
It's like she didn't have those supporters anymore. I mean, Trump threw her out, so she's not going to have those supporters because nobody's going to want to read what she's saying. It's not. I'm not going to buy it.
But it's not a support thing. It's a curiosity thing.
Right.
It's like no, I don't support you, but it might be juicy. You know what I'm saying? Like controversy, like because you get kicked out, you get all this stuff. You be like, oh, now I'm gonna tell everything. You be like, well, she ain't got nothing to lose now. She has everything to gain from this. So why not just throw it all out there one time and see what happens, right? So if somebody say, I want to buy it, but then they be like, man, I'm curious. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? It may cost $10 or $20. You be like, I want to see, because what if it turns to one of those things, like a tell-all book type thing?
You're right. And it's probably something I won't be the one, because I don't care how juicy it is. I'll never support anything she's doing as far as getting her money at all. At all. But that's my opinion, of course. What do you think?
I don't know.
Are you going to buy it?
I've never read a whole book in my life except for The Rose That Grew from Concrete by Tupac. His poem and his lyric book. That's the only book I've ever read front to back. More than once.
You like it?
Oh man, it's on my wall in my basement. Like I took the whole book and put it on the wall. I got an original picture of Pac that my art teacher drew when I was in school. When I graduated, he gave it to me. So I got the book right there. I got this big old picture. It's like it's probably like half the size of that. Like literally all in pencil. And
I think you told me about that.
Yeah, I want to bring up Picture Studio so bad. I'm like, nah, I gotta stay out. Nah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think for a person like that, I think she's going to be successful in her book just out of the White House. Like you said, the White House not the White House no more. So
it's
just
really
just think what she might know or what she might say. People are going to take the chance. They're gonna take the chance because just what if they be like, oh, or it may fail, but she's not gonna fail. She's gonna get her money from it.
Right.
So that's only time people release a lot of things like that is it's for the money, but she seems like a wishy-washy person anyway. So
no same. She is.
Well, she is. She is okay.
Wishy-washy
so just think she might be that bitter and damaged to say any and everything.
Well, the way they said they kicked her out of there. That's a good possibility.
Yeah, she gonna be like, oh, this have like, she could start a whole bunch of mess. That's why her book is gonna be successful on the money side.
So, do you think before she can get the book out, they might give her some hush money?
It depends.
Because she really does know a lot. Well, you are right about that.
It depends. Is the hush money enough to what she could really sell?
That's true.
Like, is it where like if they be like, yo, here go $5 million, but then her publisher be like, that's good, but you can get a tour book thing and you can
make way
you know what I'm saying? Like you may not get it at once, but over time you'll exceed that. But at the same time, it depends how much they throw at it. Because Hush Money is cool, but you know, she might have like an expensive lifestyle, so they would have to match that.
Knowing her, she probably does.
So just think, they got to match that and then times it by like 10 or 20 because she's already accustomed to whatever she's doing. So nothing's going to impress her that easy.
Right.
She might have a couple million, just, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And they could be like, yo, we're going to give you $1 million. She's like, I got $1 million. It's like, nah, y'all I need 20, I need 40. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't do that, because if she released a book, I mean, it
you think it'll sell?
Yeah, I know it will. Controversy. It's crazy. Now, if it was a positive note and she was still in there and talk positive, that book would probably go nowhere. It'd just be another book on the shelf. But from what you just said, man,
kicking and fighting. I mean,
and that's out the White House. So you telling me that's like kicking your baby mom out the house and then she try to get back in and dog bite her. So so just think how interesting that is to watch it. Then you got somebody out the White House,
right?
Like you got to think when you get kicked out the White House, you got that long road to get to that front gate. So she tried to go back in, then they had to escort her all the way out to the street.
Escort her back out in the street because she would not leave.
See, so just think. Now she like, oh, I'm gonna write a book. They like, oh, this is gonna be good. It's like watching a soap opera.
You think they might have thought about that when they decided to kick her out?
Just freedom of speech. It's just you can do.
Yeah.
Because you know, whenever you write a book. It's certain things you can say to get you in trouble that you know for defamation of character type things, but your publisher and your co-writers shows you how to go around the corner so you're safe.
So you're safe with it.
Like you're safe. They be like, oh, they made me look like a person. You be like, hold on now, I'll put you in the certain person thing, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I mean, who knows? She might come out with a book where she tells everything, but she doesn't use nobody's names.
Right.
She makes up fictional characters.
But everybody really knows.
They'd be like, that's me, but you
why didn't use your name?
You gotta use your name. There's nothing you could do. But I think she's gonna make a ton of money. She's gonna be on every talk show. She's gonna be touring. She's gonna be the face of whatever for at least 60 to 90 days. She's gonna win. Because that's White House, that's that info. Somebody like, yo, what's really people always say what's going on in there. Well, guess what? She been in there. Like she knows too much. It's almost like she might know too much. It's like, why would y'all kick her out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well,
she had
or find a better way to do it. But we all know how Trump is too. He doesn't think he doesn't think like that. It's just
he's
right
a bully.
there.
He's
right
a bully
there.
with it. Yeah, he's like, I ain't about to. He's like, I can do what I want and kick her. He's like, but sometimes regrets come from people who make a lot of decisions.
Yeah, well, he's having a lot of regrets too. I mean, between his son and him having to just admit that he's been working with the Russians.
Oh, has he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't know that?
I told you I don't get into politics.
Oh my God.
I don't think I have the gigabytes to just in my brain because like when I tried to get involved in it, I was just like, that's a lot going on. Y'all need to get that together. Like,
yeah, because now everything that he's been denying. But the thing about it is, if this had been Obama and we didn't found out your son is working with the Russians, it's a possibility you've known about it. You have another person that was in your inner circle who said he worked with the Russians as well, and he says that you knew about it. And you're not impeached yet. It wouldn't have took nothing but a week for Obama to be impeached just off of the insinuation.
Aren't they trying to impeach him or something? I seen it was a post.
They're talking about it, but to me,
and this only is what his first year.
Is when you're talking, and then like Obama would have been out like right then and there. It wouldn't have took a week for them to get him out. But he's getting away with a lot that I've never really no other president I've known has gotten away with. Ever.
I think people actually like Trump because he's bringing excitement to their life again because he doesn't seem like
must be really bored.
He doesn't seem like the old just white man or he on there like he on Twitter, social media. It's like the president on social media, and that lets you know social media took over everything to where the president get on there talking shit. He's like, motherfucker, don't you got some papers to sign?
And that's what they say too. Like, what is it that you can do? I mean, how is it you have so much time to tweet, Instagram, Facebook, everything else when you have all these other issues that's going on that you're like so passive about? or dismissive. Let me put it that way, dismissive.
He don't care. He just don't care. He's just another person in a position of power, and he just gonna make the best out of it for himself until he's out of there.
Right.
Because you gotta think this all. I bet you this, like, to him it was a joke. Like, well, I could be president.
Well,
I'm sorry.
That's the thing.
Like president, you be like, really?
They actually have footage of him saying that back in, I think it was 1975, something like that. They actually had him where he was doing an interview, just because Trump had money. Right. And he said if he was to ever run for president, he would run as a Republican because of how stupid they are. I mean, literally, that's what he said. And that was in 1970. Yeah, he was like, I will run as a Republican because of how stupid they are. And that's exactly what he
he's the president.
But when everybody thought it was a joke, I was like, you guys are sitting up there thinking this is a joke, and that's how he's going to slide right through because everybody thought it was a joke.
Only thing I think Trump really did for the world that's awesome, he proved that anybody can really have a dream on becoming president. That's sad, but just think. Remember back then in school, you if you could be president one day, and then a black dude, Obama, get in there, he'd be like, "Oh, that's true." Now you got Trump in there, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, anybody get in there now."
Yeah,
they just gonna let anybody in there.
Tyrant, his wife is a nude model.
It's going to be a Latino person who's going to be president of the United States. Watch. They covering all the corners now.
I mean, really, they are. Really, they are.
And they would probably do that to piss them off too. Put a Latino person in the office.
Crazy.
Oh, what was that thing on Facebook? The guy said it was a Mexican guy. It was laughing at Trump and said Trump want to build a wall. He said, "Go ahead and build a wall." He said, "Build it." He said, 60% of us come to the United States on planes.
Right.
Dude was cracking up.
Yeah, planes and boats.
I was like, that's true. He's like, build your wall.
Yeah.
Build it up.
That's not going to do anything. And then the thing about it is, even with the wall, he said when he went in there, it was only going to be like, what, about 10
billion dollars.
No, it was million at first.
Oh, million.
Yeah. First it was 10 million. Now it's up to $25 billion to do this. Okay, so and of course he's not using his money. Yeah, so so this is pretty much on our backs along with everything else. And it's funny
part is he probably could build it. He'd take it out of his pocket, like, I'm gonna do it while I'm president. They about to kick me out.
The one thing I can say that he is smart about is he never uses his own money for any kind of business deals. He knows how to do it. He uses other people's money, and that's how he stays rich.
But you know what? I can see Trump using his money just to prove a point and to piss everybody off again. That's like his favorite thing. Just think. You think about it. That'd be his Trump card. That'd be him like, oh, y'all think listen, I don't need y'all money. Watch this. He go in there and write a check. He'd be like, we can't stop him. And he sit back like, ha ha ha. Because I mean, he designed himself to be able to do whatever he wants. And it's crazy. But like I said, I don't get into the full politics thing. I was like, damn, his attitude off the hook, man. I'm like, but hey, man.
Well, I was
4 years.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that he's out before then. I mean, because the thing about it is, with as much as they have on his campaign right now, there's no way that. But again,
like he should have been out.
But the thing about it is, he shouldn't have ever won. I mean, you go from Hillary Clinton having, with all the states that she had, and it was popular votes, it was electoral votes, and then all of a sudden it changed, and then we find out, because I knew then, I was like, that's some bull, and then they tried to make it seem like, oh, well, the media lied. No, the media didn't lie, somebody else is lying, and then you find out it's because the Russians rigged the whole thing for him. And this is everything that's coming out now, and he's still there. What is that telling you? Trump is a puppet. He's a puppet for somebody else right now.
Yeah, but you know what? In his eyes, he winning.
Yeah.
He's really the president. Because like you wake up, you be like, this dude is really the president.
Yeah, and
you be like, okay, he's there. But you like, is this real?
I remember when we was at work and it came out that he became president. And I went to work. It was so somber, and it was like people was just scared to say anything, thinking it was going to be a riot and at the workplace.
Like, what's going on?
Like, let's not say
the revolution. You know what? I knew, like I said, I'll get into it, but just off of being a man, I figured Hillary Clinton wasn't going to win it all. Because it's one thing that's so sexist It's like we need women for everything, but I don't think America was ready for a woman to sit in that chair. I don't think men wanted the woman to be in charge.
But that was the thing.
So they picked him to be like.
But that's what I'm saying. They were ready. The whole thing was rigged, and they've even. I mean, it's been proven that Russia rigged the whole election. So people were ready. It's just that Trump's people and who he got behind them wasn't ready, and they knew what they wanted. I mean, it
cost Trump a lot of money, but he got a lot of money.
Right, okay, yeah,
he got a lot of money,
and a lot of other people's money too.
Because when he first got elected president, I was like, all right. I was asking people. I said, what if? Just what if? Nobody wanted him in there, right? I was like, what if he does a good job? Then
that's what a lot of people
say. Like, I mean, like, what? Because and
everybody was saying, give him a chance, see what he can do.
Well, I forgot who I was talking to. Somebody was trying to just down the whole situation before anything happened, right? And I was like, think about it. For as long as we know, they always, say United States of America is the most richest, powerful country in the universe, right? All these things, right? I'm like, what if a person of that business and money caliber was to really fix some things because that's all he's about? I was like, what if? Just what if? Then he started going crazy. I was like, okay. I said, what if? I didn't say he was going to do it. But I was like, just what? Because I looked at it like, if we're the most powerful country in the world, and it's all about money, because it's all about the money and the currency, all these, all these dollars and everything. I'm like, what if he went in there and fixed it because he knows how to fix money? He knows he knows that's what he does. I was like, but he didn't do it. But
yeah, because I think it was more of an ego trip to see if he can do it. Now that he's there,
it was a game.
Yeah,
that was a rich man's game. Like, hey, yo, I bet y'all could run for president. I bet you $5 billion you won't. I bet you 10. And then that's like a rich man's game. So then he like, I'm president now. They like, yo, we didn't know that you was going to really win.
Like, this. Yeah, but now it's more or less like, okay, well, now I'm gonna do what I want to do while I'm here, as long as I'm here. I don't even think he cares if he gets impeached or not.
He doesn't because
it's just that he wanted to prove a point.
The whole thing is rich people like that, their main goal isn't to stay rich. Their main goal is to never be forgotten, to go in a history book. He completed that crazy. Not just for him being rich and making all this money, doing all that like that, but now he's president. Like,
and
he's going to be
as a president.
Like just think, no matter if he get impeached tomorrow, his face still has that number of that presidency. Like when you look at it, Trump,
he's right there.
Like, and that's part of history that can never be erased. So he completed the rich man's goal. So right now he could go broke right now. Something can happen. He could go broke. He said, but you can never take my face off of the board now. And they be like, yeah, we're kind of stuck with that. Like, we're kind of, he gonna come out with an 8-cent penny or something. Like an 8 cent. It's gonna be something. So remember, he likes his face on stuff. So before he leaves, his face was going to be on some type of currency somewhere. Something
when
crazy.
He passed away somewhere, somehow it'll be. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, because his kids ain't take his legacy because they dumb. So it ends with him. So just think. Let's think if they impeach him in like 6 months. Just think if he know that's really coming. Just think of a person of that caliber and just that unlimited situation. Right. Just think what he would do. What else could he do to be like? No matter what happened, y'all gonna
remember.
Y'all gonna remember me. Y'all gonna have to talk about me. I'm going to come up no matter what happens. I don't care what happens. He could die tomorrow. He's like, y'all still gotta talk about me. I'm a part of history. Like that. You're like 1,000 years from now, he's a part of history. They're gonna have to put him in the books, the history books. They're gonna have to put him in. You got to learn your presidents, and that's a name that he's forcing you to learn, forcing the kids to learn.
And that's so sad because you are right about that.
And the bad part about it. The bad part about it is sad. But damn, man, that's genius too.
How he went about
it.
I'm telling you.
You gotta be.
Long ago, he was already saying how he was gonna do. You
gotta be a very dedicated person to get to the goal of never being forgotten. That is a goal to really because it ain't like he just popped. Like, remember, Obama just kind of like popped up. Trump been in news since what?
Ever.
40s, 50s or something.
Since I can remember.
So just think about that. So his whole trail was to get to this election, and that's a lot of planning. That's a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you be like, man, you a piece of this and you piece of that, you got to look at it. You be like, Man, that dude is dedicated. If don't nobody get nothing else from Trump, look at how he moved. That's dedication, and that's just perseverance. Like, that is crazy to actually reach every goal that you set. And now you have the ultimate goal to never, ever be erased from history. That is super dope. Because you got to think, Obama, first black president. He's in history forever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be at the top of the history. He's the first. George Washington, Obama. They the first. You got to do that number one thing. Trump ain't the first. He's just another number.
But the point is that he can't be forgotten because of the fact that he became president.
Yeah. Next year's school books, his face is in it. And it's going to talk about, I'm like, wow. You got to think about it. You be like, that's why I don't think nowadays, if you as a kid, what would you like to be? I think they don't say president. I think they say a lot of things that they see a lot because they be like, president is cool, but it's like, it doesn't look like it'll be a fun thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It looks like a big job.
Yeah.
They be like, I want to be a fireman because they see the fireman hanging on the truck, they running in fires. You know what I'm saying? It looks fun.
I want to be a police officer. I want to be.
So then they open up their book and be like, nah, I'm cool. I don't want to be president. They letting people like that in. Like, you know what? I'm cool on the president thing. Like, here.
Yeah, because that used to be. I mean, I can remember growing up. That was the. I mean, if you could be, you've hit the hiatus. The hiatus of it. I mean, that was up. But now, I mean,
I'm gonna be a president of the United States. They say I can be anything I want. Nah, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'll be the lawn care dude at the White House. he probably make 100,000 a year. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
They be like, you know what? I'm gonna aim for that. I'm gonna be the best lawn care person.
If not more, to be the lawn care person in the White House. Come on now,
man. Listen, I mean, I'm just
housekeeping at the White House.
Man, listen, I go for all underdogs, and that's a dope underdog. You be like, where you work at? I work at the White House. Boy, shut up. Yeah. What you do? Oh, you see them bushes over there?
That's me.
Show me your badge. Like, look, they know me over here. You like this guy, like, but I don't know. So that book, when she dropped that book, she's gonna make a ton of money.
Well, they are already talking about 5 things that Omarosa, 5 stories Omarosa might tell leaving the White House. They're already like doing all these assumptions. So you're probably right. I mean, because it's already in the media. It's always
that's her sale. Like her market is already being done off of that, and she's not even doing nothing. She ain't even paid for nothing yet.
Just off that conversation she had on the Today Show. It was so funny though, because the one lady, and I can't remember her name, but she's the black lady that's on there on the Today Show, short hair and everything, but she's been on like forever. And she was just talking about, she was like, yeah, and she's saying this and she's saying that. And the first time I've ever heard her say any kind of slang ever in the whole like 25, 30 years she's been on there. She was like, yeah, and she's saying this, bye, Felicia. And I was just like, oh, I've never, ever heard her even go that route.
That's the other side.
Yeah.
That's the other side, because you ain't supposed to say that. I know Ice Cube was like.
I mean, I'm telling you, like, she is so, like, just professional, dedicated. Always been like
but
that.
She had to get that off her chest.
But it was like, she started talking about it. She was like, bye, Felicia. And left it like that. And everybody was like, because they've never heard her go that route, because she has no black women supporters at all.
Wow.
None. I'm sorry. Maybe one.
Maybe one.
Yeah, maybe one. And I won't. That's another one that's just.
Well, I'm telling you, her book's gonna be dope. Her book. And the funny part is, normal market campaigns for a book, you got to spend a couple dollars.
Right.
She hasn't broken a no, what I'm saying is she hasn't broken a dime, and that's probably about to be the most anticipated read for whenever it comes out. Like, so if it's about to come in, fall,
she was like, everybody will know.
So in fall, that's gonna be everything, and then she's gonna be on Oprah.
Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Oprah about that money.
Yeah,
Oprah about that money, because you get on Oprah.
Everybody about that money.
Yeah, I mean, it's a business. You got to think, Oprah's the richest woman in the world.
And she's talking about bringing out her talk show. Did you hear about that?
I didn't know it stopped, honestly.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Because I'm a guy.
It's been over for years. She has her.
I know she's on network. Yeah, I know that.
She's putting.
I know that.
Her
yeah, I know that.
is the network, but now she's talking about bringing out another talk show. She has little things that she does on the own show that she does, like where she talks to people as far as their beliefs and everything, as far as different like high end people that have a lot of money, but you know what their goals and what future is. But and I think that's probably where she'll probably talk. I don't know, but I don't know.
I mean, that's Oprah.
Yeah,
Oprah's a woman.
She's about her money.
So Oprah the type. Now you know what? Oprah's the type of chick. She won't bring that lady on. Guess who she'll bring on? She'll bring up the publisher and talk to them and be like, so, and then ask.
And it's like a slap in the face to her, but I'm gonna still get the money about this. Yeah.
Because even if she brought her on, even if she had of course she got the opportunity because it's Oprah, but she could be like, hey yo, who published it? Well, this one lady, hey, have her find her, and then you get her on there. Then she gonna be like, and then next thing you know, her company blows up for publishing.
Exactly.
And then it's a money thing, and Oprah be like, look, I'm about to boost your whole everything up. All I need is 15% of your business. Exactly. The lady gonna be like, cool with me. Just put me on the show.
Put me on the show.
And we're done.
That's boosting her. Yeah, because then anything else she's doing,
it's a win. It's a win. Yeah. I love Oprah. I don't watch a show, but Oprah really gangster, man. She she walk with her chin up. You got to think when they classify you as the richest black woman, like ever type thing.
Well, what I love about her is that she's humble about it. She's not this, like uppity and you know what I'm saying.
She looks and some of that stuff that they used to show, it looked like she used to have her chin up. But then when somebody say something, hey, how you doing? How you doing? They take the pictures. You be like,
I mean, she's down.
But you got to get close to her. You got to get Oprah. She be like, hey, and be out because she got to go.
Yeah, because she got to go. That's business. Go. But it's totally different. I mean, and I think that, with all the years that she's been in, it
was about 40 years.
Whew. Yeah,
about 40 years.
Yeah, and she's always kept that same type of just way about herself.
You think, and I think she's only of that caliber because out of all this time, you got to think of who she's really met. She's met iconic and legendary people. So her being humble is kind of like mandatory. Like you can't sit down with a lot of people, a lot of legends and iconic people that are no longer breathing today. Mm-hmm. Like they gave them a piece of they self chopping up. You see them laughing on TV and all. So you be like you kicked it, like you knew that person, like you know what I'm saying? Because they got to meet before the show. They probably had dinner. So it's like,
well, you got to remember, even before she had got her actual show, she started off as a newscaster.
Oh,
the person that she newscasted for, I think she got maybe a couple episodes in and told her she was one of the worst newscasters and she would never make it in the business. And that alone, you know what I'm saying? That among other things alone made it her goal was she's Oprah she was going to prove everybody wrong.
Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
You say her name, that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. But I think,
and she still be doing movies and stuff.
Still doing movies. Still has her own TV network.
Oh yeah, that ain't going on. When I remember when they was talking about that, I was like, Oprah go get on network. I was more like, oh duh, she ain't got it by now because she probably owns shares in about 5 networks anyway. But to have her own is like, it's almost like you kind of late, Oprah. I thought you already had that because on primetime TV at one point in time, you couldn't hear nothing but that. Mm-hmm. Everybody was taking advice and doing this and cooking and doing all this crazy stuff. Oprah, and it was like.
My mom used to be. She has crazy. A magazine. She has books. She has her, her network. She still has the shows that she.
She probably got a bunch of businesses you probably don't even know, like little umbrella businesses. She probably owned Elmer's Glue or something.
She's still doing blogs as far as different books. When she used to have that book club on her show,
really?
She's still doing that. She's still doing everything that she started out with. She just put it in her own little network. To make sure she can control it. She can control it now. Nobody can tell her what she can and can't do. So she put it all, everything she still was doing.
Now, let Oprah run for president.
That would be.
Let Oprah run for president.
That would be. But
remember, she got.
I don't know if Oprah even want those headlines.
No, but here's the thing. She has everybody's support.
She would.
Just like every color race supports her. That's how she is who she is. Why? Because she's giving diverse. Yeah, she's giving everybody a shot. Every ethnic group, whatever. She gave a lot of people a shot. So guess what? She just picture her going up there and having a meeting with China. You'd be like, oh, that makes sense. that makes sense. They rocking with her. They, you know what I'm saying? She probably owned buildings over there type. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, she got a network. So just think though, if Trump could come out with a TV show and get all this money and everything and become president, Oprah can't too.
Right.
And she's been in a positive light. See, I believe Trump got in there off of negativity.
But even when she's had the negativity, she's always been able to spin it.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't her. Like she's not like she's a positive person. People try to put her in scandals, and she be like, I don't care. Like she's like me. All right, y'all done. I got stuff to do.
Yeah, I got stuff to do.
They're like, we got you, Oprah. Thank you, but I got stuff to do. See, Trump, it's just been a negative toll with him. Like every step he takes, he just will be like,
he feels like he needs to answer to everything.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. That works for him though. That's crazy. He found a lane, and like I said, that dedication is crazy, yo. He found a lane and he stuck with it. Yeah. So just think, if Oprah really ran, she would get president. Like she would like easily wipe him out. Easily.
She really would have.
Easily.
She really
I'm talking about it ain't even going to be a whole day of voting. It's just going to be like, oh yeah, we're like he can't catch up. And just think about it. She has a network. She has her own network, and she already has probably millions of people tuning in. So guess what? Guess what all her network's gonna do? Reach the whole world. And then you know she had all the rappers on there, so now she got that community. Then all the rock and roll people. Just between rock and roll and just hip hop itself, she won.
She got it.
Yeah, she won.
She got it.
Because the white people gonna be like, damn, another nigga, but it's Oprah.
It's crazy.
Oprah's our president. Yeah, they're gonna be like, we ain't want that Obama. We'll take Oprah. We'll take it for real. If Obama got in there, but nah, we'll take Oprah. That would be dope.
That really would.
If she ran, I've never voted in my life. I would go vote.
I would. It wouldn't. I'll be the first one in line. I would be the first one.
Well, I'm a black man, so I ain't gonna be first in line.
Well,
I'll end up at the line.
I would.
Well, I'd be the one online trying to be like, I cannot vote from home. I ain't got time to be sitting down there. They'd be like, why don't you never got an I vote badge? I was like, 'cause I don't vote. Like,
you just. Why though?
Man, I ain't registered for none of that because I don't want to ever get court jury duty. You got if you register to vote, that means you got to do jury duty. And I was like, nope.
So if you register to vote, you said you have to do jury duty, and that's not what you want to do.
You get inside that system where they can send you that little special little envelope.
Right.
My mom one day, she's like, I gotta go jury duty. I was like, you better go tell them people, Mom. She was like, boy, shut up. I was like, I'm not doing it. That's cool. I'm all right.
Oh,
I'm all right. I'm good. Like I said, I'm a show me dude. Like, you know, that like you said, like so many votes come in, so many tallies up, and they be like, well, these numbers is this person should have won, but then the other person didn't win anyway. I'm like, what's the point of voting if they're going to pick who they want? They not give you the insight of what's really going on. So how do we even feel like it's a fair shot? Because like you said, Hillary should have got in there. You said her numbers was better.
Yeah.
How's her numbers better and she lose? That doesn't make sense. No. I mean, I know I get the rig, but that's what I'm saying. So it's almost like, what's the point of really, you know,
if you don't feel like it's really a chance?
Yeah, because it's like, because year after year, I mean, well, look what happened. I mean, it's proof in the pudding, right? They're like, how did he get in the president if the numbers just? And then they do the news thing for 3 months and then it dies. You'd be like. So y'all can have these scandals every election, and y'all still think people want to vote. Y'all can't even fix y'all's in-house problem. So I sit back and be like, y'all gonna do what y'all want to do anyway. I gotta go to the store. I'm cool.
You're right. You making sense. You really are making sense on some things, and you know, and the thing about it is, you making so much sense that, like I said, it's sad. Yeah, it's sad. really sad.
It's sad, but like Rick Ross said. I'm not mad that Donald Trump is in office. He said sometimes you got to tear something down and build it back all over again and make it better. And
that's going to be a lot of building.
I think it's going to be easy. Whoever get in there next just got to do the opposite of what he's doing.
Do you know how much money it's going to take to just go back?
It's like that's what those sponsors and them endorsers do. They throwing millions. They see, that's the thing with they always say the money's a problem. Money is a problem. No, it's not a problem. Y'all just saying it's a problem because y'all.
Yeah, because you have to think about it. If we're the country that makes our money, why are we in debt? If we make our own money,
I said that to somebody. I was like, don't they cut down forests to make billions of dollars? I'm like, well, just go sacrifice one of those little private islands.
Right.
Just go sacrifice a private island, cut down all that stuff, take all the minerals on there, and make the money. And but here's a funny part. This why I don't get into politics. They say we in debt, right?
That's what they
say.
No,
what I'm saying, but to who? Like who?
Well, they say we are in debt to China for one, or Japan.
Listen, I know that's a lie.
We're supposed to be in debt. We owe them millions and millions of dollars that they bailed us out. But I'm still not understanding that, because if they're bailing us out, why is it that they have to come to us?
But bail us out from who?
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't believe that we in debt with any China or Asian fella or female, whatever. You know why? Because half of the stuff in here is made in China and Japan. Half of the things you buy that cost $1,000 is made from them. So, well, we're paying for that to get here. That debt should have been settled. But at the same time, how's it a debt? I don't get it. Like, who are you built? Like, who could? That's what I'm saying. That's why I like getting into it, because I got a lot of questions that don't make sense. Like, who we in debt with? If we the most richest and powerful, well, that might be a lie then. Because how are we in debt? So, how much money do we owe somebody to be like, oh, we're in debt, we can't pay it, somebody got paid for us? That means we're not the richest then, so that means it's a lie. It just doesn't, to me, like,
it's supposed to be billions and billions and billions of dollars.
Man, listen, and you know,
we're still sending money over to help all these other countries.
That's not that. Put like this. If the dude, the Apple dude, what's his name? The dude who runs Apple.
I know who you're talking about.
If him, the dude who owns Facebook, and Donald Trump can have just billions around and could get us out of debt, don't you think one of them would have been like, you telling me I can enter history again by bailing out a whole country?
You talk about Steve Jobs.
Yeah, Steve Jobs. So just think about that. If I had Steve Jobs' money, be like, you know what, I could probably bail the United States out on some crazy stuff, right? And go in history books like, they bailed us out in 2018. You know, he'll get that money right back.
But you know what I was thinking? With all of these owners that have not just the media, but with the phones and things like that, because phones deal with media and everything like that. I think if all of them got together and just decided, you know what, we getting ready to take out the middle, all these people that really don't know what they're doing, because we have media. Media is pretty much everything now. Yeah. We can do this, and we can put this stuff.
You know why that won't happen?
Why?
Because rich people don't want to split power. They will say, no, they say it's a good idea, but who's number one once we get all this? Like, let's say they all come together and do all that. They like,
well, that's the whole thing. It shouldn't be a number one. It should, but that's not what they think.
Yeah, that's how they could be like, okay, we all put in the same amount, but who's the chief? They be like, well, I'm the chief. I put him out. He's like, but I'm the chief. Well, I got this thing. Guess what? Then it splits again, and it happens all over. Well, give my shares out. Well, give my shares too.
And then we're right back to where we started.
Boom. It's a power thing. That's why a lot of just with music too. You can't have groups because everybody wants to follow the leader until like they feel like they should be the leader. And then somebody will be like, go ahead, be the leader, show them what you got. And then everything falls out. And then you just prove the point, and then everybody split up. It's the same thing.
They mad.
Yeah, they mad. So it's the same thing. It's a power thing. If somebody, like a long time ago, we had a meeting at one of my studios, and we had like 14, I want to say 10 or 14 CEOs of record companies all around Columbus had a meeting at my studio. And what you just said, come together, we all stood up and we gave, who we are and everything. And so we was like, me and one other guy was like, if all of us can put one person and all these companies back that one person for a deal, who would it be? Now, mind you, I'm an artist too. So I step up and say, listen, I'm an artist and I'm not going to ask y'all to put me front, but I'm about to demote myself to just from artistry to sit back and be a shot caller. So that's taking myself out of it.
Right.
Who do we push? And here go the other CEOs while you shoot, man, my music hot. You're like, there we go. There we go. So here's the thing. We're all bosses in here. We own companies. We all have an LLC. We're all moving and shaking.
Right.
Let's all bring 2 artists from each camp, have a nice, sound off. Everybody submit their singles, and we pick a song and one artist for artists. It was like one artist for 3 categories to where we put all our money into. Man, that was the first and last meeting we had. It was so sad. I mean, everybody was like, oh, boom, 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 and this and that. And we got on the email thing, had everybody emails, we communicating it, and the communications just started, people not responding, people just dying out. I was like, wow. And we even started, the ones who did stick around, we started thinking it was called the movement. That's when people first started saying it. And it was like 5 labels, and we used to shoot videos moving around. There's videos on YouTube where we was all at the old grown folks club in the basement, and there was probably like 75 people down there with the same shirts on, kicking it. But then even that died away. It was like,
see, and that's the thing. I think if we can, and that's just, I mean, just in general, if you're putting something together, and the people that's involved, like the ones that want to put this together, put yourselves in where you feel like you're going to best benefit the situation or what you're trying to put together, and that's what makes it succeed.
True, but you forgetting that valuable thing. Remember, everybody got a story of disappointment to tell why they are where they are, so they feel like they need to be right there too. You know what I'm saying? It's, if you bring in 10 companies right now, and this company's resources may be a little bit better, they might have a little bit more money, they're going to frown on that person because they're going to feel like that person or company is always going to have the upper hand because he might have 40,000, but we got 5,000.
Right.
So people are going to be like, well, we can't match your request because you got it. Let's go.
WTMH Radio. This is Spotlight of Columbus. Who am I speaking with today?
This is Prophecy. How we doing?
Hi, Prophecy. How are you?
I'm okay. Trying to stay warm.
Right. Well, at least it's a better day than it has been for the last couple of days. But I am so glad to hear from you again. It's been a while.
Yes, it has. But sometimes that's a good thing, because when you reconnect, you have a lot of stuff to talk about. Kind of go from there.
Yeah, and I've been keeping up with you, and you have a lot going on as far as awards that you won again, and you're out there just doing your thing, and then you just finished up the meeting you had. I do want you to tell me about a little bit about that and what was going on there. I know I met him before when we had came to your one event, so that's one of the things you got to tell us about for sure. But first, what I want you to do is tell us who Prophecy is and what what you've been doing this year as far as your music with the kids, everything.
Okay, my name is Prophecy. Spell it a little different. It's PROPHOCEY. I'm the CEO and owner of Real Music Records, which is a Christian hip hop based label here in Columbus, Ohio. I have been very busy this year, basically doing a lot of integrating with the music and the educational department. What I've done is created an artist development program for artists, of course, the adult age 18 and up, to be able to have a better foundation in music and be able to grow their career. This year in particular, though, I've been blessed to have the opportunity to take the artist development program and make it for a youth, for the youth and the age range of, I believe our youngest kid was like 6 or 7,
and that's
up to
nice.
18, or basically the high school range. So I've been booked in several different schools for this year. Have been booked for, I think, 4 schools for next year here in Columbus area, public city schools, and just really been growing that. Also winning the Ohio Hip Hop Award for Best Holy Hip Hop Artist for the 4th year in a row through the Ohio Hip Hop Award Conference this year.
Dope.
And just growing from there. Just dropped a single last week called Mr. London. That's out right now. You can check that out and looking to develop some more networking connections for next year and grow more music.
That is awesome. So when you were speaking as far, because we've already done actually a lot of footage of you when I did your first interview with you that we still are going to have on the show as well. When you were speaking of, as far as that same, working with the kids, tell us about what, all the touring you've been doing this year.
Oh man. Actually, I just want to check if my volume okay.
Yeah, you're fine. We can hear you perfectly.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm sorry. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
I just said, tell us about the touring you've been doing this year.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, sorry, I'm just still kind of out of it. This year, man, actually just one thing led to another. Well, what I like to do is I like to place music out there, obviously, but then I go back and go according to my business. So business and music, in my experience, has been a kind of like they like your 2 feet. You know, one is always in front of the other. One day it may be just music as an artist. One day it may be just business, but they both coincide with each other to be able to promote and market the brand of Real Music Records, which is the label. So this year, man, I was able to do a whole heap of things. I was able to do a mini tour down in Florida. We hit Miami, Orlando, Jacksonville, and Tampa Bay in 4 days. And we did a couple of youth events, and then we did four main churches where we just held community concerts. It was great to be able to see a different type of culture of people, like the Southern people, be able to music from the Midwest, which a lot of the music kind of some music doesn't resonate with different regions. Was able to go to Nashville and perform with Bobby Jones on the Gospel Impact Network, which was beyond amazing because, you know, you see him on TV for the last 30 years, and then, to be in front of him and actually perform in front of his staff and whatnot, and the whole church congregation was amazing, and built a great relationship there too. And earlier this year, back in March, I was able to be featured as an artist on the Arnold Classic Teen Expo, and built a relationship with them. And now for 2018, the main artist that's going to be performing at the Arnold Classic Teen Expo for 2018, going into their weekend for the Arnold Classic. So it's just been and it's a couple more things, but those are kind of like the highlights that have really picked up this year for me. And like I said, just looking to double everything up for next year.
I'm so excited for you, and we have you on the magazine here too for Phillips magazine that he has. You're actually unplugged too, and we have you on there, and you look awesome. And he did a nice bio on you. Is that for that as well? Have you seen it yet?
Oh yes.
Good.
We added that to our marketing material, and I was pushing that out, and we got a lot of good looks at that too, and a lot of people thought I, for some reason, turned into some R&B singer just because of the way I was posing on the photos. I was like, no, you guys, it's still hip hop. Sometimes you got to change the look up a little bit, but I'm still me.
Well, I know you're really, really busy. That's why I'm glad you were still able to, actually reach out to us on the phone. But one of the things that I do want to make sure that we do get is you actually here at the studio, because I do want people to hear your music. I want, and I actually was wanting you to do something live for us because you sound so, so great as far as everything that you're doing with the gospel. You remember when we went to your event, I was singing right along with you, right there in the front row.
I definitely appreciate that. And being able, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it in tonight due to the fact that some other meetings that I had this morning that just overran. I do apologize for that, but I definitely will make sure that next time we connect, I will definitely be in the house, and we could definitely do something live and go from there. We got I got a new album that's coming. We're looking at the latest about mid-April. It's a great album that's really placed a lot of. I really took a lot of attention from the testimonies of being in a negative place and then turning it into a positive situation, not to basically get sympathy, but to let people know again that no matter where you are in your lifetime, even though you're feeling down for whatever reason, you can still accomplish things. And that's the most the thing is consistency, and I'm a faith man myself, so I believe in God. So when you calling out, he'll answer, and he'll be able to carry you through, any situation. So I'm real excited about this album. It's a little bit more direct, a little bit more personal. So, we'll see what happens.
So what's the name of the album? You knew that was coming. You knew that was coming. What is the name of the album?
Man, I can't tell you.
You can't tell me? Oh my gosh. See, now I got to put, but he can't tell. Gospel album called He Can't Tell.
Hey, Hollywood.
He can't tell.
Hollywood.
No. man. So I can't tell you that because we gotta get that that exclusive meeting, man. When we set that up, and we can go from there. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. You know, I'm a patient person. I'm gonna wait. But we also, because we're going to be doing some things here as far as the TV, as far as a show here too, that I actually want you to be a part of. That's where I'm hoping we can get you to actually do a listening session. When we interview you and, on this show as far as here at WTMH as well. So not only do we want you as far as, actually being here for the radio station, the Spotlight of Columbus, but actually being on the Spotlight of Columbus show as well, as far as us actually doing another interview with you, and with just more footage and things that you're doing now, what's coming. You definitely got to tell me more about what's coming up in 2018, because I know you're still busy going, and I know you said you have the album. I know you were talking about the schools that you're going to be working with, but is there anything else that you're working with other than that that's going to be coming up 2018 to 2019? And I know you do.
Yeah, we got the calendar out push into 2020. What our focus and goal is to be able to help develop more artists and give them credibility, business credibility, as well as their music credibility. So we're really involved now with the Stellar and the Dove Awards. And if anyone knows about that, it's pretty much kind of like the Christian version of the Grammys and whatnot. So we're really involved with that. We're really trying to help artists not only get to that level, but believe that they can through the small actions, because it's always little things that add up to the big things. So we're looking at that. We're definitely looking at multiple music festivals. We finally got our first out of the country music festival. Mm-hmm. I'll be performing in March at the Jazz Festival in Montreal, Canada, which was something that we've been working on for like the last 2 years. So that's another thing that's really standing out. So, like I said, we're always busy. We got 2 tours coming up between July and August for next year. And we'll be putting all the information out, obviously, on my website, prophecy.com. And again, I spell it a little differently. And of course, the social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, you guys can follow me and get, caught up with all that information. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I rarely sit down. I gotta stay busy and get that next thing.
Nice. So I was looking at the actual show you was on earlier today, which is with Mark. Is it Minard or Minard?
Menard.
Menard. Okay. Yes. So tell me a little bit more about what was going on there and what the whole, the point of the whole video and what you guys were talking about. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So Mark Menard is a #1 selling, best-time selling book author, and he wrote a book titled You. Basically, you can be the best you in any situation. So he has this phrase where he says truth bombs, and he'll show us a picture of basically paint a picture of having everything, the house, the car, the perfect family, and things of that nature. And then he'll say, okay, well, truth bomb, you guys see this picture that was painted, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, this is what it really looked like. And people are like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. But until it took you that long to build up to get to this point. And he has great stories, and other business associates who have stories like that, and it's very encouraging. So we met actually just for another event, and he loved my music. I loved the fact that how he spoke out and again painted this picture, and he spoke the truth about it on how you would get there to this picture. And we just connected from there. He was a guest speaker at my album release party last November. And, he has a great story. At the age of 17, he's been in and out of prison. Just never really had an example until he got to his parole officer, which actually gave him basically kind of saying, hey, listen, you can either keep going down this road or you can better yourself. And now, he owns Dreamshine, which is a company that helps develop accessible items for people who are mentally ill. And, and it's doing great. He has a staff of, 35 plus people, and he's self-built, self-independent. And those are the stories that, people love to hear, but they don't, necessarily understand the backstory on how he got there. So, with me being able to connect, I just bring in my 2 cents on being an artist. I started off in a 1-bedroom apartment, writing my first record, and I thought I was Jay-Z, and then I realized that even though people may like the music, I still have to do my business thoroughly to get out there. So, I had to sit myself down and pause the music and study, what an EIN number was, what, copyright is, what all these things are that really creates the artist, and, and kind of go from there. So we just had a great discussion today on trusting your gut and being positive and achieving goals through action. So that's what it really was today.
That is awesome. Now, I know you were talking a little bit as far as what you work with as far as the kids. Now, part of that, it has to do with your artist development program.
Right. Okay.
So with that, because, I know you're giving that positive atmosphere to, to the kids. If it's something that they want to do and they, we got these, a lot of kids out there that get discouraged. They don't know where to go. They don't know how, where their outlet can be. How do you go about bringing them in, and what is the art development program, about, in detail?
Okay, well, and like I said, there's 2 versions. There's the adult version and there's the youth version. For the youth version, what we do is we bring in some information. We love to let the kids know that it's a 6-week program. So we do a 6-week program for about an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of information. So the first or second week is more of a background study. We let people know, let the kids know what hip hop is, where it originated from, where it came from, what it really sounds like. So, we can kind of distort this picture of what they're painting to that hip hop is today, because this music that's out now is not hip hop. So we give them the origins of it, and then we let them be able to create their own lyrical content, whatever the case may be. If it's about candy, if it's about math, social studies, science, if it's about balloons, anything. We let them create 4 to 8 bars, and then we create a hook for them. And then the 4th and 5th week, we bring in some music, let them record it, and now they have their own product from start to finish on, what a record is. And we give, at the end, we give a small performance for the parents and, friends and family to be able to come and check their kids out doing it live. And then we give the parents all CDs for, the record with their kids on it. So that's the youth program, and it's easy to get us booked. That's just book the label, Real Music, the letter R, number 1 at gmail.com, and we can give you all the information on that. The artist development program for the adults is a little bit more detailed. Obviously, it's specifically for artists. It's a 10-week program, and each week you're given an exercise through an assignment that works on the business management, marketing, ministry, and the actual writing technique. Because being a lyricist, writing your lyrics is just, huge to me. Truthfully, it's everything. So with that being said, we also like to open up the vocabulary for some of these artists who may or may not really know how to write. So we just focus on those areas, and some of these areas may be strengths for artists, and some of them may be weaknesses. The thing is, what we want to do is we want to make it to where by the end of the 10 weeks, you don't have a weakness. So we go through that. We give you exercises on how to express a great moment through social media in the right way, and not just all in the negative way. And then we help you book performances, and then we're also able to give you production that's copywritten, so you really don't have to worry about going and getting the beat from datpiff.com and all of that stuff. We got it right here. It's in-house. It's great music. A lot of the producers that I've worked with over the last 4 or 5 years are still with the label now, so you're getting that great product, and that's kind of like the kind of in a nutshell what the artist development program is for an adult artist. It's very affordable. We can give that information out. Again, Real Music R1 at gmail.com. We welcome any and everyone who feels that they need to take their career to the next level.
That is great. See, I knew that was the reason you got that Ohio Hip Hop Award for 2017. You just got everything going on.
Yes, ma'am.
So with that being said, what I want you to do is just, like I said, tell us, just in a nutshell, if you have some, and I know you talk about this all the time, if you have that, that teenager, that child that's like, okay, I need help. Where can I, where do I want to go? Where do you, I mean, when they want that inspiration, can you give them some kind of idea of what they will want to do as far as that inspiration to go, to go for it?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Listen, the what I do is, I wake up every day and I'm on a mission for greatness. I'm on a mission for positivity. I'm on a mission for spreading the good word. If you're looking to be with a label or just get information on how to take the next step, contact me, contact the label. We respond to any and everybody. We don't, we just don't shun anyone. Again, Prophecy, PROPHOCEY.com, or realmusicr1@gmail.com, and contact us and just let us know what your situation is. We don't care. Like I said, I started off with a number 2 pencil and a yellow pad. That was $1 at Dollar General, and I wrote my first record, and it's just grown from there. So, be encouraged, man. Everybody starts somewhere. Just be willing to be open and be teachable. If you're not willing to learn truthfully and have a good foundation, then it doesn't matter how good your record is. You're not going to have a great foothold in being able to establish yourself as not only an artist, but someone who can financially keep themselves stable. I do this every day. This is my everyday job. I love it, and of course, there's hardships, but it's hardships with everything. So I'd rather have hardships and something that I own than something that I'm, dealing with every day and possibly other people. So that's kind of like the overall aspect of it.
Okay, so my last question is, why Columbus? Why Columbus, Ohio? Why was this your start?
Oh man, well, you know what? I'm a huge competitor, and I've always been, I played basketball, played college ball, played basketball for years. So I'm a huge competitor. And the thing is, I'm from Cincinnati. My company is built here, in Columbus, Ohio. And I could have, gone to New York. I could have ventured out to LA. I mean, I have people to this day still ask me to come down to Atlanta and establish a second half of the label. The thing is how I was brought up. If your home isn't correct, then you really don't have a real reason to go out somewhere else and really try to start something, because music isn't original, but your style of music is. And the thing is, I was brought up on music here in the Midwest, so I would rather have the Midwest really grow at a fast pace than, these other places that have already, been able to help artists gain a fan base and sponsorships and things of that nature. And I'm not saying that, you can't, some artists, find it better opportunities in other cities, which is fine. But I'm more or less of a homebody. And, I love the state of Ohio, and I venture out and perform in different states, but to go somewhere and start something new and completely kind of forget about where I came from, that just doesn't sit well with me. So I rather rep the city and kind of go from there. And if it gets to a certain point to where business wise I will have to venture off and grow, then so be it. But, at least my heart's in the right place.
That is great. So that's one of the things that I always end with as far as with Spotlight of Columbus, because of the fact we have so much talent here in Columbus, Ohio, that I want people to see not just the talent, but know that if they feel like they have that talent, call in, let us know. I've already given that link before as far as what we have. If you have any music, anything like that, I mean, seeing that this is pretty much internet, we can have pretty much any kind of music that, that we can listen to, bring on the show, anything like that. So I do talk to our viewers and our listeners as far as knowing where to go to send that music. One of the things, and I know you've already talked about it as far as where they can send things from you, but I want us to have that family goal as far as all of us connecting, with me, with you,
Right.
with all the different outreach programs you have and who you're linked to make sure that they know as far as what is going on and what we have available for them to reach out and talk and let us know all of these things. But Prophecy,
Right,
I
right.
love you to death, and I'm so glad that you were able to at least give us a call again. We're going to have you on the show, not just as
Oh
one of
yeah, yeah,
on the
yeah.
radio, but
Like I said, apologize I couldn't make it, but we would definitely set up another date, and I'll get in there, and then we can, put a little music on and kind of go from there. Hopefully, the new music.
exactly, and I'll get to know what that new album is. Now, just to let everybody know again, tell them again how they can reach out to you.
Yes. So you can get out Instagram and Twitter. It's I Am Prophecy. Again, that's PROPHOCEY. Facebook the same way. And then for the label, you can go ahead and email realmusicr1@gmail.com, and that is realmusic, the letter R, number 1 @gmail.com.
And on that same note, here at WTMH Radio Spotlight of Columbus, if you have any music that you feel like you want out there, and it, truly your music, and, and even if it's not, just let us know, but we want to, really hear your sound, you can send that to slcwtmhradio@yahoo.com. Again, Prophecy, I'm so glad you joined us today. I'm going to keep in touch with you.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no problem.
But I'm going to let you go because I know you're very, very busy and probably tired because you've been doing meetings since this morning.
Man, I've been up since 6 a.m. this morning, just going crazy.
Exactly.
Going crazy. But like I said, it's a part of the job. I love it. Gotta get up and do it again tomorrow. We're gonna keep rolling.
Good job. Okay, so I will talk to you soon. Again, people, this is Prophecy, one of the best gospel rap artists here in Columbus, Ohio, featuring us, or he's featured on our station, WTMH Radio Spotlight of Columbus. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, then. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, a lot of people always asking why ain't nobody made it up out of Columbus, Ohio. Man, a lot of people done made it up out of here. They just kept going, man. We're not mad at you, man. Go get that bag, man. But people always try to say, the problem is this person ain't doing what that person doing and all these things. Well, this is my opinion. I'm gonna say what the problem is. Man, they say the city won't make it out, but every time I throw a show, I bring the city out. A lot of people perform and they banged out, but that's life. Even dads don't stay around. If you really about your business, then handle it. No, we ain't friends. You gotta learn to micromanage shit. Selling CDs hard, worse than panhandling. End up giving it away, saying play my hit. See the problem with my city, just on next level. All we see is nice cars and a fresh bezel. People dying every day using heavy metal. Talking about they want a wife but won't settle. Just confusing in the Bucktown state. Mad jumping office, but they didn't watch the debate. We control our own meals, even pick our own plate. Hard-headed on the diet, still frying them steak. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is our own fault. We still talking about peace and not aiming for bark. Everybody gotta run, ain't no room to just walk. Got a plan to be jacked on that damn big stalk. Cause the sky's not the limit, y'all forgot about space. Everybody got a bed, I'm talking every race. R.I.P. to my dad, we had a similar face. I'm just trying to make a mark before I exit this place. But the problem's not Ohio, it's every state. All we need is one shot with some ice cream and cake. We gotta see victory, all we need is a taste. But I get it, we're a threat to all the states. Middle finger to the haters that won't give us a chance. Only time y'all rock with us is when we handle y'all bands. Don't even give a good show. Smoke our weed and just stand. Y'all won't get a dime from me. I hope y'all do understand. That's what the problem is. Really? Listen, man. Real talk. My opinion, what the problem is. Man, it don't take a genius to figure this out. Listen, man. I just told you what the problem is. It ain't about coming together, man. It ain't about on you. You gotta like me. So yo, that's what the problem is. It's just about working, man. Let's just get it, man. Nobody want to work with nobody, man. That's what the problem is. That's what the problem is, man. Everybody want to be like everybody else, man. Y'all forgot that. Ohio State, we got our own sound, we got our own moves, we got our own everything. But the problem is, y'all want to fall for everything else. Problem is, do you go get that bag? Take care of them kids. Stay out of trouble, man. That's what the problem is. Bro, we good, man. But that's just my opinion. What? That's what the problem is. Yeah, that's what the problem is. Hey, that's what the problem is. I'm out. That's what the problem is. I'm just talking out the side of my neck, man. That's what the problem is. Yo, I'm gone, man. I'm gonna get at you. Holla. Alone I stand. What's poppin'?
WTMH Media Group, the Underground's one-stop shop. We offer photo shoots on and off location. We also offer graphic and web design, plus music videos of all genres. We even offer independent and corporate audio and video commercials, HD quality video interviews recorded and or broadcasted live. Over 1,000 square feet space available for events. Contact us at 614-434-6855 or email us at wtmh@gmail.com. Also, look us up on Facebook, WTMH Radio, or online at www.wtmhradio.com. WTMH Media Group. We are the Underground's #1 stop shop.
Yeah. Look. Yeah. Yeah. Look. It's like I show up at like 2:45 before the morning. That's some sort of surprise. Just to be sure that you mind. Can see you every day. If I want you on a wedding, they think it's important to try. Applying more than my mind to you. These raps and these rhymes for you. Checking in them shorts that you less important for I. Got me thinking I would pay it if your mortgage was high. Come around, I'll rub you down, you give your boy a massage. I'll enjoy it a lot. About the commitment without you, what option is it? Got me so optimistic, I feel I should stop and get some things to God. He got me with you. Other men I contend is your girlfriend just got to witness what we having. Stop the dissing, baby. Cause I've been on it. Really trying to fix shit. Baby, no lying, you my addiction. Feeling delighted, this life I missed it. All I desire, retire, quit this game that you playing. They come with me, you baby. Hey.
Girl, it's like you know me. The way you walking, girl, is you gon' show me. The things you do to me is something so new to me. What must I prove to you to show you you ain't losing me? You know that you let me from the go. I'm down to take it slow.
Yeah,
case you did.
It's like, I really like that Nicki Minaj type. Attitude plus you thinking them thighs tight. You more than attractive, I can prove it through action. If you thinking nigga acting as if I was Mackay's wife. Treat you like that angel God had you designed like bathtub, back rub. After that you had your wine night. Now enter intuition, but when listening signs might appear. I had it here to understand you the white type. I'm thinking I can hold your ass close to the end. And niggas get the notion, don't approach you again. So ring finger, make a toast of you in. These are the type of things I'm thinking while alone at the crib. Not sure if you the one, but girl, I'm hoping you is. Kept my focus, you was open and no joke or pretend. But like you could be my wife by the time I'm older with kids. So I had to make the song just so you know what it is. Now to meet you, baby, yeah. Break it down. Throughout my journey, it's like everyone always wants to know if there really is a God or if they are a God. I've been through both sides of it. I want to too much. I think I found God, me know them not believe. I'm thinking like a God, look on me like I did. I think if there's a God, it will lead me through the seasons. Since it is my God, and I'm here for many reasons. Until I find God, I'm going hard for all my dreams. And still I like this God, cause every struggle brings some teachings. I haven't seen God, I'll leap with faith straight off the deep end. Had combos with God, retrace my steps and learn the sequence. Reason one, since I was young, I've been my father's oldest son. Wouldn't listen, not one word when my mama had told me, son. Back in the days, I roamed the streets with real ones, not with those who front. Kept it quiet, moved in silence, learned too quick to hold my tongue. From a young, me see it clear. I'm a fall off, I stand. Work tree drop and bust my plate. Think I got more up and plan. Never learning in the kitchen, no for cook the roast pan. Foot pan road can't come with salt. Make sure you never soak for long. Make things right in there somewhere. God knows I really load some wrongs. I've got some lessons I could share that could make the younger strong. Frequencies will start to rise. I'm here to set the undertone. Create a legacy so strong it reaches through the times not gone. Start things off, I got for real. Me feel me lost on yo me done. So I get them buckle just for sure. Oh, them stronger than I'm stronger. Diving at this life, it hard on earth like blowing gal. Blow some life, I share it roll. Make some move and grow my songs. I think I found God, me know them not believe. I'm thinking like a God, look on me like I did. I think if there's a God, it will lead me through the seasons. Since it is my God, and I'm here for many reasons. Until I find God, I'm going hard for all my dreams. And still I like this God, cause every struggle brings some teachings. I haven't seen God, I'll leap with faith straight off the deep end. Had combos with God, retrace my steps and learn the sequence. Spread my roots like tree trunk culture. I for eat them free lunch. Can't really trust who go run them big. Fly from that like seagull. Foot pan game up just like knee cups. Time and man got so free up all the space me need for change the world. Me swear me think like Jesus. To flip the game, I flip myself and made my name a re-up. I'll earn my stripes, I'm black, no white. I kick it like Adidas. Do what I say and mean it. Keep the practice of good breathing. My blood stick, it's time to clear the air. I feel this vibe is decent. Pray for I'm a goal since blessing come round frequent. Work hard every day, mo wake up and me still not get no sleep yet. From one more ear, then God in me, and that not come from deacon. Man must rise like sun, cause my life never raise a weak one. If their vibe is draining, then I got no choice, just leave them. I'm becoming godly, blood is cleansed from feeding all these leeches. A long way out till I start balling. I see they'll be reaching. I heard God is us and I is him. It takes some time to ease in. I think I found God, me know them not believe. I'm thinking like a God, look on me like I did. I think if there's a God, it will lead me through the seasons. Since it is my God, and I'm here for many reasons. Until I find God, I'm going hard for all my dreams. And still I like this God, cause every struggle brings some teachings. I haven't seen God, I'll leap with faith straight off the deep end. Had combos with God, retrace my steps and learn the sequence.
What happened to my city? 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 I don't know. Oh, I wanna leave home. I just wanna go. Oh, what happened to my city? I'm from OH, Columbus, Ohio. We gotta do right, yo. What happened to my city? Man, 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 what happened to my city? Don't know what's going on, but my city falling fast. No more dandelions, bloodshed is in the grass. Columbus artists dying slow, the news don't even care. R.I.P. to our comrades that's in the air. I can name a lot of people, but it make me sad. If somebody take me, boy, y'all better get them back. Don't let my music die in vain or in a plastic bag. Don't make me come back from the grave with a Jason mask. We can get better if we just do better. Don't get discouraged over rain and some icy weather. I'm not a saint, don't get it twisted, I got a Beretta. Dear Lord, just help us, we're down to do whatever. I remember in my city, we can always smile. Street fights every day, I was northbound. No gunplay unless the uncles came out. OGs held the block down and the family's down. Nowadays there's no rules on these damn streets. Last time I watched the news, I got no sleep. All war in my town, there is no peace. Every day I need and pray for my babies. Almost 40 years old and I'm stressed out. Waking up every day yelling what now? Gotta make a plan to change, gotta start now. Just wanna see my kids grow before I'm took out. Everybody got a ladder, but nobody's climbing. Even the realest now fake and our friends lying. Make me wanna give up, like why am I trying? Every time I turn the tree, there's somebody flying. This track is letting y'all know that somebody cares. Y'all don't have to kill someone to show that you real. Look the man in the mirror and raise your head. We can't change the world until we change my city. I don't know, I wanna leave home, I just wanna go, what happened to my city? I'm from OH, Columbus, Ohio, we gotta do right, yo, what happened to my city? Man, 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 what happened to my city?
Whoa, the Angels. True story. 218. Whoa. Aftermove Records. Yeah. Little niggas better listen. Might happen to you. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. This story tragic, let me tell you how it happened. His name was Lil J, he was raised by some addicts. His daddy was a dealer and his mama was a junkie. He always got suspended cause he felt nobody loved him. 100 pounds when he used to get picked on in class. His father caught a case and his mama smoking glass. He started hanging in the streets with the wrong ones. Because he was broke, he got a sack and a gun. Now this before we started smoking weed and having sex. He took care of his mama, he got paid off a debt. He had a couple siblings, but the state came and took him. He was already out, so the state overlooked him. He moved with his grandma, but he didn't like the rules. Either that or the streets, so he had to pick and choose. The game getting deeper for him, not to mention lonely. His mama on the corner buying dope from his homies. He think that he a man, but don't even understand. He got no education, he don't even got a plan. The ones he thought was looking out, looking down on him, they only come around when they want to clown on him. He getting to the point where he don't want to feel the pain. He committed suicide, Lil J was his name. Yeah, he committed suicide, Lil J was his name. If you can feel me at this time, you be bobbing your head too. I told you walk a righteous path, but you do as I do. I don't want you to die young, so live on. And when I die, please don't bury me in the cold. If you can feel me at this time.
Live.
And welcome back to Tim.
Hold on. We're gonna try it one more time. Hold on.
And when I die, please don't bury me in the cold.
All right, we're gonna take two.
Welcome back to WTMH Radio Spotlight of Columbus.
She was doing good up until that. That was worse than the first time you did it.
I don't know how I got tongue-tied like that. Anyway, on to bigger and better things. Just to let everybody know, Spotlight of Columbus is actually having a New Year's Day party that we are starting. Capone said 12, but I think 2 because I don't think I even want to be here.
How about this? We'll discuss it. We'll just discuss the time. We'll discuss the time.
I think 2 p.m. will be better though.
I mean, well, how about this? You be here at noon setting up there, so it actually starts at 2.
Yeah, so it'll start at 2. Yeah.
Maybe that's what I was trying to say because I didn't want you here at like 10 in the morning and then start at 12. I mean, this is a day party.
Yeah.
12 set up, 2 go in, 3 o'clock, 4, 5, and then we go live. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and just so you know, all are welcome. Our fans, the people that actually are part of the show, our people that are part of our family as far as WTMH Radio, everybody is welcome to come. We're going to have food. Mm-hmm. I'm sure Capone will make sure there'll be drinks. And I'll have my regular just drinks, no alcohol.
I'm not, listen, hold on. Let me say this. I don't drink like it seems.
I didn't say that.
But every time somebody say party or something, they look at me and they say no alcohol. No, I'm not the party. I'm just a guy that wants to have fun.
No, because I really do want you to make that one drink that you had the fruit in, but it was like you had liquor in it.
I'm not making that.
Yeah.
That stuff was strong.
Yeah, but it was really good. I took just 1 cup. And that's about as much as I'm gonna do.
Nah, you better no.
Yeah.
No, just get a couple bottles of wine. We'll be straight. I ain't drinking like that on a Monday.
Anyway,
that stuff was strong.
I thought it was good. Well, I don't know. It made the fruit was like I was tearing the fruit up. Maybe it was me.
You're supposed to tear the fruit up.
Remember, I went to 3 parties that night. It was like I went to this one. I had to go to a birthday party. It was just it was just a crazy night that night. Anyway, but anyway, the party is going to be on January 1st. We're going to start it at 2 p.m. and it's going to last all through. I mean, I'm still going to have my show at 6 p.m., but we're just going to have people still out there having a good time, kicking it, and Capone will be his own jokey self have all kind of stuff. I might even have some Starbucks in here for him. Who knows? We're going to have him try something else for sure.
That's what I'm saying. She's trying to get me addicted to a place I said I'm never going to shop at.
He's going to shop there sooner or later.
Never.
One day.
Never.
That's going to be, you know what? I think I should make that your Christmas gift. Just a bag of their coffee. Just so you can, and you say you don't like going to get it, so you can actually make it at home. See how I think about you?
No,
I truly think about you.
No.
You said all you want is just that black coffee. You don't care about all the others. It's not black.
It's French vanilla.
Well, we'll get you the French vanilla coffee. You can make it right at home, and it'll say Starbucks.
Nope. Put it in a Speedway cup.
It still be Starbucks.
Nope. Nope. She trying to get me addicted to Starbucks. So
I'm just saying.
It ain't gonna work.
It's just the best ever.
It ain't gonna work.
Ever. But we do have to bring you a piece of pumpkin bread. So I'll bring that to you the next time because I know you'll eat that.
Yeah, I love pumpkin. I love pumpkin. Like honestly, I think when I go to the grocery store, I think I'm picking up my daughter.
You're special though, because not too many people say they like pumpkin. I don't really even like pumpkin. I just like their pumpkin bread. Pumpkin is just good. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is sometimes if you get like something that really don't. Like you can tell good pumpkin and not, you know what I'm saying? Like when it's bad, it seems like it's bad. When it's good though, it's good. So. I got something for you too. Don't worry. I got you. God. Matter of fact, your show is tomorrow, isn't it? I have to go.
Yes, my show is tomorrow.
I'm gonna be up this way tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have to drop you something off. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is.
What time is that gonna be?
It don't matter as long as I get here before you leave.
Damn, man.
You wasn't even supposed to leave that early the last time. No, you weren't. You're usually here way later than that.
Oh yeah, because I don't know. We didn't feel like doing after hour show or something.
Yeah, because I was shocked you was getting ready to leave.
Yeah, it was something. I was like, shoot. I was like, Dre, we doing? And because after our shows from 8 to 10, I think we left like it was like
it was before 8:30 because I had to be where I had to be at 8:30. So I think it was like about 8. Yeah, 8:15, something like that.
Yeah.
I'll make sure. But this one is a pumpkin muffin. Pumpkin muffin, and it has like a cream cheese right in the middle.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tear it up. Where you getting that from?
Starbucks.
Give me 2 of them. See, I'll eat that though. Like that's good. Like I like that. Just like the what is it? The pumpkin roll.
Oh, with the cream in the center.
Man, listen, I get sick every time I eat that.
Because you eat too much.
I eat the whole thing.
That's too much.
I don't care. It's worth it.
No.
You eat that. You got some eggnog.
That's what I'm talking about. That's too much
dairy. I just charge my phone, cut on my Netflix, and go to the bathroom because I'm in there.
And I've been looking at your phone. What type of phone is it that you have?
Bam! That's the Z.
It's huge.
That's the ZTE XL.
I'm not from where.
It works on fingerprint.
Yeah, mine does too.
Boost.
But I'm like,
Boost.
That's Boost. Mm-hmm. That's huge.
Mine, 4G everything, and it's free everything, even my hotspot.
Mine is too.
Like unlimited everything. Yeah. I love this.
So
that's the XL. So when they come out with the XL too, I'll be getting that one because I like ZTE. ZTE is good. It came with a bunch of memory, and I put a bunch of memory on it. I could
see. Mine is the Note because it's like a mini computer, and I can do everything on it. I can. Yeah, I mean, even
there we go. You still know how to work it.
Yeah, I do. I'm doing good though. I actually didn't even know I have an actual assistant on here called Bixby that'll let me know now. That's why I was here so early. Because she literally lets me know this is the time you're supposed to be here. This is what you need to do here. She literally lets me know like way ahead of time. Sad. Oh, this is a personal assistant that I love on here. Again, let's say that again. Bixby. Yes. I mean, she'll let me know everything from if not to miss a birthday, a meeting. I mean, I can do Excel on here. I can do PowerPoints on here. It's awesome sauce.
Anywhere. Her and her damn phone.
and everything that you said too, for free.
That's dope.
See?
That's dope. But anyway.
Okay, so
you gotta wheel her back in, y'all.
I gotta wheel you back. Okay, I'm wheeling back in. I'm wheeling back in. So to end, we won't be here on Christmas. I think everybody really wants to enjoy their families on Christmas. So we won't be here on Christmas. Again, we will be here on New Year's Day.
Yep.
We will be here every Monday following that. And of course, Capone's show is Tuesday. Really, Capone is here 24/7.
Man.
So I know his show is on Tuesdays.
I'm about to put an application to work for this building. I'll be here so much. I'm like, I'm about to get a job here. I'm here so much. I'm like, I'm here so much that the other people in the building that don't nobody else know, hey, how's it going? I'm like,
everybody knows Capone.
I'm like, oh God. Even if the police are, hey, I was like, oh God, like I'm here too much. I'm like,
well, I talked to Denise. Cool. She's in Atlanta, and she out of the blue texts me like, I love you, I miss you, I promise I'm gonna be on the show when I get back. And and all that good stuff. So I'm holding her to her word because we do have a lot. I mean, I don't know. We might go through 2 hours. I mean, more than 2 hours with everything me and her talk about on them.
That'd be dope for her to come on the show for the New Year's.
I don't know if she'll be back then. I think she's coming back after New
Oh,
Year's.
okay.
Yeah, because she's on vacation in
That
Atlanta.
would have been super dope because she just to have like that whole time kicking it, catching up, just doing what y'all do.
Yeah, because I mean
That'd
we've been both so busy that we haven't seen each other in a minute. And the only time like we'll hit a text every now and then just to tell each other we love each other, and that's it.
Just to check in.
Yeah, check in.
I got check
she's
in.
actually told me like if I don't check in, I'm getting ready to do a drive-by.
Oh wow.
Yeah, can you believe that? She did literally. She'd be like, please don't make me do a drive-by. Please, just
that's
don't.
That's your friend. Come out, just like throw eggs at your house. You like, you didn't call me.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. We both done it. So yeah, so I can't wait to have her on the show because we do have a good time talking and everything else. And I'm sure she has some words from you from the last time. Yeah. I'm saying, when you that light skin comment and all that other stuff.
If you're listening, Denise, man, you know what it is. She better not come in here. She don't want no smoke.
No smoke at all.
She don't want no smoke.
No smoke.
She no. We go back and forth all day.
So, last but not least, okay, and I know this is going all off topic. I am a true horror flick fanatic. Okay, like I mean, my kids don't even come over for Halloween because they're nervous about what I'm gonna do.
Have you seen Death Note?
I haven't even got to see it yet.
That's pretty good. For a straight to Netflix movie. I liked it. It was like I don't really like horror movies because they like predictable, especially in
exactly.
But this was pretty dope. Like if you go home, watch Death Note. It was pretty dope.
Ones I like, I don't like the ones that have these monsters and all this stuff. And I like ones that actually make you think like, oh, that can really be possible.
Well, this one has a monster in it, but it's not the monster that's doing the killing. Death Note is about a boy, like in the description, it says a boy writes stuff in his book about something that's going to happen, and it happens. Wow. But it's how it starts and ends. I was like, well, I'll be damned. This was actually good, and I left it at that.
So, did you see it? The newest?
Nah, I didn't like the first one.
Well, you know what? I loved it all the way up until the end. It made me, because I actually read the book before the actual movie, the show came out, when they did that 5-series day thing when it first came out. Not the new one, but the old one. So the old one, it was a 5-day series that they had.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a 5-day series.
Stephen King used to do that with his movies.
Exactly. I loved it until the end when they actually showed what it was. And I was so disappointed because it totally took away from what was in the book. So, so when they were talking about this one, I was like, I am going to see it because I love the book so much and I love the movie. And the clown, he played that clown so good in the very first one. I had to see he was going to do it in this one that can actually make it
good.
Yeah, and it really was. The only thing that was the scenario is like with the old one, they, it was like they started off with the adults. And they did flashbacks how it even came about and everything like that. With this one, it's totally different. There will be a second one because they started with them being kids and they go more in detail of how everything.
They broke it down.
They broke it down and they ended with the kids getting, get pretty much not, knowing that they really didn't kill it. And then they knew it was, if it ever came back, they were going to have to come back to Derry to kill it again or to try to kill it.
So was it worth watching?
It was worth, like I literally, this time I was just like, okay, at least now I know that, even though they did the flashbacks and you knew what was going on, it was so much more detailed that you can understand now why. I mean, they even went to the point, like in the first one, you knew that the clown took his little brother, but they didn't go into, like the graphics of it.
Yeah.
It was true graphics of how he just tore into this void, this little boy. Yes.
I might watch, because like the first one, I think I liked it when I was younger, but it was like clowns. It's like whatever, you know what I mean?
William seen it, snuck and seen it, and that's why I didn't want him to see it. I think he was like 2 years old when that came out. He snuck and was trying to watch it behind me and literally had a complex about clowns all the way up until he was in his 20s.
It's a lot of people like that.
Yeah, it was like he had a true complex about clowns. I mean, I literally got my mother, not realizing what was going on with him was clowns, got him one for his I think it was second or third birthday, and he freaked out when that clown came into into the house. It was just like, what the heck? What were you thinking? And it was just over. There was no more party from that point. We had to just, I was like, you need to just pay him and send him on, because I told you he's not going to deal with a clown at all at this point. But yeah, that's how bad. I mean, like I said, with the movie, the first one, it was very, very good until they actually showed what it was. Now with this first one, you still don't know what it is. You know it was a clown. You know they finally did.
I might watch it.
You have.
But did you see it coming?
Yeah,
like in the movie, when you watch it, you be like, "Here we go."
No, well,
here we go.
No,
they go again.
It was pretty suspenseful. You didn't know how he was going to come out. I mean, you knew because I read the book, but they did little twists with it that made you like, oh, freaking, like this thing, he was real, but you still don't really know what it is, because again, it takes the form of what they can actually handle, which is a clown. That's why it came as a clown, because that's how it can lure them in, and that's what a child can handle as far. But when they become adults, this is when you actually see what it is, and that's what I'm curious to see, because I please don't let it be what they had back then. Right. Because I was so disappointed in that. Yeah, but it even had with the glaring eyes where it, hypnotized them. As far as to
I might watch it.
So it was really
watch
good.
that Death Note though.
Yeah, now that you didn't tell me about it, of course I'm good.
We just got the full green light and the full support from George, aka George Quinn, QG. Told him about your New Year's Day party.
Oh, I said George better be there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of tough, you know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't live here.
No, I didn't know George didn't live in Columbus.
He don't live in Columbus. So when he's here, like when he comes here, he's driving about an hour.
Oh, well, I'm so glad. Well, I'm 45 minutes. Without traffic is 35, but I'm good. But I appreciate you coming, George. Yay. I can't wait to see you at the party.
So, that's it.
Yeah. That
New Year's party. I think I think every show should have a party for the first week. It's the first week.
Just a whole week.
Everybody's first show should be like breaking in the new year, like going just stupid crazy. Even if somebody brought a bunch, like I might just decorate this room with some purple balloons and just so it looks like a party, like a celebration.
See, and that's because that's my burgundy and purple are my colors, so that's the colors I was actually gonna put.
Go to Party City. They got the little package. They got the little party. Just do what you do. Yeah, because I think the first week should just be. Why not, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Just
bring it in nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, just go in.
Bring it in nice. So with the both of us, I know you spend most of your time here busy. I spend my time between here and then we have all this stuff going on at the job where they're blowing me up crazy. Trying to get me to come in tonight. I'm not coming in tonight. I'm enjoying myself here, and then I'm going home and relax.
Then how much they paying? They're gonna say time and a half times double times this. Would you be like, hold on now?
Well, and
how many hours you want me to be there?
Yeah, well, from what I'm looking at right now, there's no cap. So there's no.
Oh, you
cap.
could just run that money up.
I'm telling you, they literally said, okay, if you can't get in touch with your supervisor, just come in and you can let them know when you get, after with the hours that you do.
And if I had a job, I would be like, I'm going to work. You start to add it up. You're like, you know what? I could go in this new year with a fat check.
Yeah, but you don't want to be that your whole day. And with
everything, that's money right now. This season, this time of year is always depressing because going broke sucks.
Yeah.
So if you got an opportunity to not go broke. Man, listen.
Go broke.
I mean, it just feels like it because you spend so much time. And you be like, that's why this year I'm not putting up a tree or nothing.
Oh yeah, I got grandbabies. I gotta put it up.
My mom and them puppetry, so that's where the Christmas excitement comes. I'm like,
see, I enjoy that because I can like coming in the house and then I see all my lights on, and then and then the Christmas tree lit up in the window.
I go in the house, and I'm just glad the regular lights are still on. I'm like, I got electric. That's my Christmas right there. I'm cool.
No stockings. I got stockings going down all the steps, downstairs towards the basement, upstairs.
It's just me and my son there, man. He be gone half the time, so I ain't about to do all that for nobody. I used to.
I bought little sweaters and booties for my pups. Yeah, for Chris, so they can open up gifts too.
You got some non-protective dogs.
They're Shih Tzus.
Non-protective dogs.
Yeah, they let you know if somebody's there.
Kick them. You like that?
That's my babies. Those are my babies at home now because mine are grown now. So the youngest one just turned 18. So
yep.
Yeah, he'll be graduating. Just got told he's on the list.
Really?
Yeah. So that's a whole nother party in
what's
itself.
What's that GPA look like though?
GPA 3.5.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's
Yeah, 3.5.
Well.
So,
okay.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, so I got to do something big for him for his graduation.
Have a graduation party upstairs.
I think he like that. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I'll talk to see what
listen,
he wants
it's
to do.
all in the house. We can control it. We can party. We can do what we do, and you ain't got to worry about no extras. Don't worry about no problems.
Yeah, because I'll be here to supervise.
I mean, not just that. It's not a club. It's not a bar. It's not a party house. True. It's an in house.
Well, he can actually have some and maybe have some of the people that's been in the show might want to do something.
He like video games, right?
Oh my gosh!
Tell him he can have a video game party where we can hook up his video game up to the projector and they can play the game all night with music playing in the dark and have food and all that. And they can just have like a tournament thing, and that could be
that would be he would have he would love that.
He's 18 years old. Mm-hmm. He's graduating. His grades is good. Mm-hmm. If you give him that idea, he say, "Yes, Mom. What do I need to do? Just do it.
Just get it together.
Do it. I mean, because do it, and we can broadcast it live like game night, and people can rent that room out to do stuff like that. Just like if you do it, that's what you'll be doing.
Yeah, you can do that.
I mean, you got to think it's like 200, 300 inches, 300 inches on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
He bringing his game, we hook it up, boom, 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 boom. Got it playing on the surround sound with music playing.
That'd be nice.
Come on, man, that's an 18-year-old's probably dream. Yeah, and then you got food and drinks and kicking it and.
Mm-hmm. Just having a ball.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he'll love that.
I think that'd be super dope. And the weather will be good by then too.
Mm-hmm, so that's true. Yeah, he'll love that. I'll bring that up to him.
And just let us know. We go over the details. We handle the business, and it's that easy.
It's that easy. Yeah,
it's that easy.
He couldn't be watching the show right now because if he was watching, he'd already be calling my phone like, "Mom, tell him yes, tell him yes." Oh yeah, he would be calling my phone right now or calling into that phone because I've already put the number out there so many times.
And it'd be dope too, to where if you had it like the same day they graduated.
The day they graduated.
So after graduation, all his friends come here, the ones who want to come. Because the other ones be going.
They're going to be driving from Canton. That's where he's going to school. Yeah, because, we wanted him to go to school there because, all the scouts and stuff is there for basketball and stuff like that. And there's been a lot of scouts that came in for the basketball and everything like that to give him that,
Oh, so
he's been getting some hits. Yeah, as far as that.
Oh, he's
told you he like 6'3", and I mean, he's at size 14 in a shoe.
Yeah. You give him that idea, he gonna like that. He gonna like that.
Yeah.
And his boy's gonna be like, shoot, we having the game party, and they got their game system.
So, and I'm sure it's a bunch of y'all that's on the that's listening right now. That's his friends too. So that means you're invited.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't, if you don't think he's heard, you can call him and let him know. His mom said
let's set it. We got to set it up. Let's set it up.
We got to get the date. As soon as I get the date, we can set that up.
Yeah.
I think we talked away the whole time. Huh?
We good.
We're good. Well, I would like to just say thank you so much to all of my listeners, everybody that tuned in today on Facebook. I apologize. I could not, for some reason, get my live web up, but not next week, but week after next. I will definitely have that up for the party. Not only will we be, live on Facebook, but we'll be live here. You'll see the party going on. We'll still have all our guests. Always going to be a nice time. And we're still going to be taking phone calls as well if you want to join the conversation. Thank you so much for tuning in to Spotlight of Columbus on WTMH Radio. We love you. Have a great night.
Thanks to God, he got me with you. Other men like a tennis. Your girlfriend just got to witness what we having. Stop suggesting, baby. Cause I've been on it. Really trying to fix shit. Baby, no lying, you my addiction. Feeling delighted, this life I missed it. All I desire, retire, quit this game that you playing and come with me, you baby.
Hey. Girl, it's like you know me. The way you walking, girl, is you gon' show me the things you do to me is something.